I was looking out at the diag, and like when everyone's out there, you're seeing people like playing Spikeball and like just talking out there. Like I just want to be like in that area too. So I was just like standing there for like 20 minutes, just like chilling, you know. So.
No, I feel that. I was actually talking about this with my friend a few weeks ago before break, because I see this pattern in myself every time the weather gets warm, where I have like this melancholy feeling, because I feel like the warmth signals excitement and like so much new shit about to happen. Yeah. But it's also like, you kind of like reflect back in the past, and it's also like I'm just not able to focus as well on my work, and like I'm coming off of winter where in the winter I feel like I get so much work done. I'm so locked in, always in my room working, and it's like that weird balance where it's like I can't focus on my work, but I also want to be outside all the time, and I think it lasts for a little bit, but it's always a tough one for me.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's like the weather's changing, but school's not. But it's like you're in that like summer mode, right? So you're thinking, you know, why am I sitting inside doing anything when it like I should be outside, you know, playing around and like playing Spikeball. Dude, I want to play some Spikeball so badly.
We're gonna play every weekend.
Yes, sir. Get that group me going.
Yeah, dude.
But no, I fully get what you mean. I don't know. For me, like, it's also just like the timing too, because like since we're in spring forward. We just sprang forward.
What is that?
Like the hour difference.
Oh, like yeah, that was like this weekend, right?
Yeah.
I slept like 12 hours that day. Well, technically 11 then. But that was the most I've slept in a long time.
Really? Yeah. No, because of that too, like the days are getting longer as well. And so like when it's like 7 or 8 p.m., usually I'd be like inside, it'd be like dark outside. I'm like, yeah, I gotta like lock in. But it's still light out too. So like I don't feel like I can like lock in as well, you know? I feel like I should just be outside. Like playing around, having fun, but
no, I feel that. I mean, in the winter, I feel like I could just sit in Shapiro for like all day, like from 12 to 6, and just get work done.
No, I know, and also when it's like warm, because now a lot of the buildings too, they haven't like changed like the heating yet.
Oh,
like
so
inside.
It's really hot.
So it's like hella warm inside of these buildings.
I felt that at Mojo today.
Yeah, and no, dude, in South Quad, I was like eating. I'm like, dude, it is like I'm like eating like a warm burger. I'm like, bro, I'm hot right now. Like, oh my god. So it's just like you just can't be inside.
Also in the Palmer tent, like when it first gets cold, like it's just freezing in there.
Oh, is it really?
Week. Yeah. Like,
see, I wouldn't know because
now it's nice.
I don't know if I haven't told you this yet. So last year, February, like I'd been getting really, really consistent in the gym.
Yeah.
And then I was picking up a weight off the ground, and something happened with my wrist where it like snapped.
Oh man.
Like it wasn't even a heavy weight, so it was like maybe like a 20-25 pound weight. I'd been consistent in the gym for like 3-4 months to this point. Like I was getting like very good with my schedule and stuff. Dude, it was so bad. That happened, and so right after it happened, I like felt something in my wrist like change, and so ever since then I've never gone back to the gym.
When was this?
February of last year.
Wow.
So it's been 1 year. So like as much as I wish I could be a gym bro, like my body's telling me no.
So if you were, I don't know if you've tried, but do you still feel like wrist pain?
Oh no. So I actually know what the problem is.
Okay.
So there's like a tendon that runs here, right? It's called like your ulnar nerve. Your ECU. So it's like an extensor carpi ulnaris, and so it's a tendon that runs like along like this part of your hand, and so there's like a sheath that holds it in place, and so it turns out that like when I was picking up that weight, I like tore the sheath.
So does it hurt a lot?
It's like pretty bad. I don't use my left wrist for anything anymore.
You don't carry anything with your left wrist?
No, dude. I like
even groceries or anything.
No, dude. I just like when I have to do it, it hurts after. So
I'm so sorry.
So yeah, it's actually pretty bad. I think I might have to get surgery. Okay. But because of that, like I haven't been able to get into the gym, and I've just been so sad because I lost all of my gains like that I made freshman year. But it's a little tough.
Yeah, I mean you need your wrist for pretty much everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's so low-key been tough because like even just like sitting down and doing work, like you don't realize like a lot of times like you have to use like both hands for something, but like I've had like been forced to like just use my right hand for everything. So, which I mean, thank God it's my non-dominant hand because otherwise I would be cooked. Oh. Yeah, it would be terrible otherwise. But
yeah, you should definitely get it checked out because if you get surgery, you get healed, and you could be back. Because I mean, like I broke my elbow once too, and I could use my left arm for like 6 months.
Your elbow? How'd you break your elbow?
It was from wrestling.
Oh, did you wrestle?
I did in high school.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. What'd you do in high school?
Me, I was a tennis guy.
Okay, sick.
One thing you learn about me is like I'm just not built for activity, like for like strenuous activity because this is okay even crazier. So junior year, like right before my junior year of like high school, I was like trying out for the tennis team for like my high school, right? And I've been playing tennis for like probably like 8-9 years up to this point, and I was like I like tennis. I'm not saying I'm that good or anything, but like I thought it was a good way to like get active. It was like fun. So I made, and my high school is like super competitive. So they're like the best team in the state. It's like Bloomfield Hills High School. It's like in Michigan.
Yeah, I know
but
Bloomfield.
they win like nationals like every year.
Wow.
So I was pretty happy. I made varsity B, pretty good. And before I even played a single match during like one of my tryouts, it was like right after you made the team, but there was like still a couple practices before like the first match. I overextended on a serve, and I like injured my back. And I thought, it'll heal in a couple weeks, I'll be back to the team. It turns out I have like a genetic like deformity in my back. I had a genetic deformity in my back. So it's like your last vertebrae. There's like do you know like much like anatomy?
A little
like
bit.
So it's like your sacrum's right here, and you have like your 5L vertebrae.
Cool.
So it's like your last vertebrae and then your sacrum, which is like your tailbone basically.
Okay.
And so on my last vertebrae, I had like it basically grew off of my vertebrae onto my sacrum.
So just when you were born, or
yeah, it was good. Like just like that. And it turns out that this like injury like aggravated that for somehow.
So you never noticed it until it.
Yeah, no, I would have no clue otherwise. But then that happened, and I had like bad chronic pain for like a year and a half.
Oh my god.
So I've never picked up a tennis racket since. But I actually ended up getting.
This is your first season?
Yes, dude. This was my first time trying out for the team. It was so. I was actually like excited. I was like, yeah, like I never played on like team. Before I just like done like practice at like a club, but I'd never like done the team before. So I was so excited, and then that happened.
I'm sorry, man. It looks like things just keep coming.
Dude, things just keep happening, and it's like
you gotta just do what you can.
I guess so.
So brutal.
But, yeah, no, I ended up getting back surgery
in
senior year to like resect those vertebrae.
So does it feel better now?
Oh, it feels great.
You were able to lift and everything for that period of time. So
wait, what did you say?
Last year you were able to lift a little bit. So.
Yeah. I was like able to do some stuff. I didn't do like a deadlift or anything because like I didn't want to like aggravate it. But actually doing all the lifting stuff, like it strengthened the area too. So it actually made it better.
That's good.
So yeah, no, now I'm like almost pain free.
That's good.
Great. But like,
let's get that wrist healed. We gotta get you back in the gym.
It's just so sad. Right as that got better, because it actually took about like a year and a half for me to like my back to heal.
Is that why you didn't go to the gym for some time?
Yeah, that's why like in high school I was not going to the gym at all, and then I started freshman year. I was like, oh, I'm in college, I'll get some gains, get big. I'm like, wow, it's my back's feeling great. I've been going for 3 months, it's been great, and then boom, cooked. So it's tough.
Yeah, dude, that's so rough. I mean, yeah, luckily I broke my elbow like pretty early when I was younger.
Really? Okay.
So I had actually started lifting at that time because it was about 6 months into lifting for me.
When'd you start, by the way?
Freshman or sophomore year of high school.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, so it was like slowly starting freshman year. Like freshman year during COVID, I would just do workouts at home with my dad.
So you were doing productive things during COVID, not me.
Not really. That was the only productive thing I was doing. I was like pretty much wasting the rest of my time.
Really?
Sleeping at 5 a.m.
Love to hear it.
Just playing video games. But I did start going to the gym a little bit. I hated it because like I would do a couple curls and my arm would hurt for 3 days. And
yeah.
Like, oh, this sucks. But I started doing some pull-ups in my backyard.
Really? Okay.
We had like monkey bars, but yeah. Then the following year, like near the end of my freshman year, I kind of slowly started to get into the gym because my friends were all going.
Cool.
And then that summer, we got a Planet Fitness membership.
Yep.
So I started going crazy at Planet Fitness, and then since then I've been lifting consistently. Awesome. But it was my sophomore year. I just decided to join wrestling.
Okay, cool.
And
so you started like in high school?
I started sophomore year. It was a little bit late, but I was like 2 weeks in the season. And I joined halfway through the season, or at least a few weeks into the season, because like, I joined because some friends told me about it, and they said they needed someone in my weight class, so I thought I'd try it out.
As well, yeah.
So I had to learn everything a little bit late, try to pick things up, and I was kind of like there's a kind of like flow you have when you're wrestling. You kind of like understanding of how your body moves and different positions, and I just like wasn't acquainted with that at first. So like when someone takes you down, you're supposed to like fall onto your stomach.
Really? Okay.
Because for safety, but also for the game, like you don't want to be on your back because you can get pinned. But like for me, like one of the earliest times when I was getting taken down, I fell backward. And I used my arms to kind of save me. Oh, so that's when my left arm snapped.
Damn.
But at first I didn't notice it
at the elbow, it like...
Yeah.
Oh,
but it hurt really bad, so I just like stepped out for a second, but like I didn't know what was happening, and it was near the end of practice, so I just kept going.
Okay.
And then we had to do like conditioning at the end, and every day's conditioning was different, but that day we were just doing a lot of like calisthenic exercises.
I see. Not great for a broken
jumping jacks, squats. It was hurting so bad. Then we started doing push-ups.
Oh.
I couldn't do a push-up.
Wow, that might have been a sign.
That was like, something's off here. So I started doing the baby push, like the woman push-ups, you know, where you put your knees down, you go like that. I started doing those ones, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
And then like I was like, this is really bad. So I thought, no, let's give it some time.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably fine. So I go back to my dorm. So I go to a boarding school.
Oh, you went to a boarding school?
Yeah.
Really? In New Jersey?
Yeah.
Really?
New Jersey.
What was it called?
It was called a petty school. Don't know if you're.
Is it a lot of like crack, sweaty kids?
Low key, yeah. It's
really?
like on the East Coast, boarding schools are pretty popular.
Was it like far from your house?
It was like 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh, so you lived at
I lived in the dorm.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something I wanted to do. My parents didn't want to send me. But
oh, actually, you wanted.
I kind because I was a day student there the previous year.
A day student?
Yeah. So the boarding school, like you can either be a day student or a boarding student. So if you lived in the area, you can just live at home.
Oh, okay.
But if people come from like around the world or like different states as well, so for them, they kind of have to.
Okay.
But for me, like it was a long commute, plus all my friends were living on campus. I'm like, that looks kind of fun, and low-key it was a lot of fun.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
you were like glad you did it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I really wanted to. I had to beg my parents. But yeah, I lived on campus, and so I went back to my dorm that night.
Okay.
And it was like one of the worst nights of my life.
Damn.
I just couldn't sleep because
turn
every position. It would just my arm would just be in agonizing pain. And I think the moment it clicked for me that something was wrong was the next morning when I couldn't put a shirt on.
Ooh, that might have been a sign.
So it took me 10 minutes to put a shirt on.
That might have been a sign.
And I was like, I should probably get this checked out.
That's terrible.
So I walked down to the health center on our campus. Okay. And they're looking at it and said, my elbow's like stiff like this. I can still remember the pain actually. The second I put it like this, I can like remember the pain.
Okay.
But I couldn't like extend it fully. I was like stuck here.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and it was hurting so bad. And they're like, yeah, this is not looking good.
That's not good.
They sent me to the ER. I got a X-ray and they told it's fractured.
It's fractured.
So
was it a complete break or was
it was a minor fracture?
A minor fracture. Okay.
So for the last day, like I've just been living with this minor fracture. But yeah, they got checked out. I was in a brace for a little bit.
Really? No surgery?
No surgery.
Oh, that's good.
So it was a minor fracture. Luckily, it could have been worse. And it took me like a couple months, and I was back in the gym. Luckily, so it wasn't. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. I'm so grateful it wasn't that bad.
No pain now?
No, completely healed.
Awesome. That's great.
Crazy shit. So hopefully we get you back, get the wrist healed, and
good stuff. Yeah,
that'd be great to have.
We'll get a set in for sure. One day.
Especially when the new gym's out.
Yeah, dude. Well, my friends have been joking because they've like been trying to get me to go to gym, and I'm like, dude, I can't. Like, I shouldn't. And they're like, oh, the new gym will open when you come back to the gym, which is never.
Yeah, bro.
So we'll see. But dude, I'm so hyped for that new gym though. Mm-hmm. It looks like so much fun.
Yeah, I've actually been in there.
Like, does the school know that you've been in there? No. How'd you get in?
I snuck in there.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems like a common theme with you, no?
Low key, yeah. I like sneaking into places.
I do. I enjoy like freshman year we were like doing like a lot of side quests and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like going to random places.
Where'd you go?
You know Markley Roof. Have you heard of that? Dude,
yeah.
That's a great spot right there.
I've never been.
Have you not?
No. How do you get there?
Okay, so there's like a stairwell that it goes up on both sides. So you know how Markley's like shaped like an H, right?
Yeah.
So there's like stairwells that go up on either side, and the stairwell is like right in the middle of like the two like these two things of an H, right? And so the roof is like in the middle, and so you can just like prop open the window in the stairwell and walk on like a little ledge.
Yeah.
And like inch your way on the edge, and then you can just.
Can you take me one of these days? I really want to go.
I got you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, last year there was like 20 of us up there. We took a huge like end of the year group picture. It was great.
That's fine.
So yeah. Was your like dorm active, like your floor last year?
Kind of. Yeah. They had their whole friend group, but I just wasn't in that friend group.
Oh really?
So yeah, but they're all cool. I'm like friendly with them, but
okay.
They had their own kind of friend group on my floor.
I see. Yeah, because for me, I had a really cool floor freshman year.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of Muslim guys on one side, and then like a bunch of like white, like kind of like frat, not frat guys, but like frat adjacent, like more party people.
Yeah.
And you would think, it'd be like super like separated or whatever, but like both groups were like pretty chill with each other. And then I was like friendly with both groups as well, so it was a lot of fun.
That's funny.
We'd have like big pre-games in the hallway, 40, 50 people just like
crazy,
there.
bro.
People shotgunning in the
I've heard about those Markley pre-games.
Yeah, Markley pre-game, it was probably our floor.
Yeah.
Because everyone would come up to like, because we were 6th floor. It was
yeah.
pretty hectic, but it was a lot of fun.
Crazy,
for sure.
Bro. But yeah, I snuck into that gym like November of last year.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was the crazy story. I was like,
by yourself or?
I was actually like with this girl that like I only met her a couple times before that, but we were just like walking.
Okay.
Just going on a walk, and then like as I walk by the gym, I just get the craziest idea that like, yo, let's try to sneak in. But
what time was this?
Like 9 p.m. It wasn't even super late.
Okay.
But it was like snowing. But I don't know, like the idea just kind of came to my head.
Really?
And I was kind of joking. I was like half joking, but I was like, then we started walking toward the gym. So like the bridge.
Yeah.
So we crossed the bridge toward the BSB, and then I turned around and started going down the hill and started to cross the road.
Okay.
So we crossed the road over there, and then like, I'm just kind of fucking around. I'm just being stupid, right? So I'm like, let's go under the fence.
Yo,
like,
let's just see
go
what
around the
happens.
fence, but I'm like, fuck, let's go under the fence.
Wait, so right now, is this like off the road
Yeah. So
below?
Mojo's like here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just show you on maps.
Oh, wait, Loki, yeah.
It'd be a little easier if I just show you visually.
Because, dude, I thought there'd be hella construction workers around there.
It was like 9 p.m.
Oh,
so,
I guess, yeah, they're all done.
Yeah, it was like nighttime on a weekend.
Damn.
But yeah, let me get you the whole blueprint, the whole strategy. So yeah, here's the gym, right?
If you take me to the gym, I'll take you up on Markley Roof, bro.
So here's the gym, right?
Okay.
So here's a bridge. We cross the bridge here, and I'm like, yo, we should sneak in the gym. So we
So
come
you go down
here,
those stairs. Oh,
we
on the
cross
road.
this.
Okay.
Over here, there's like a fence, right?
Yeah.
So we like sneak under the fence.
You went
over
under
here,
the fence.
right? And then we're just kind of walking around, and there's a bunch of doors. We try every door. This one's locked. This one's locked.
Mm-hmm.
There's a giant like window here, so I like stand on this like little stool that was just happened to be there, and I was like
Okay.
peeking in. There's like the whole swimming pool was here.
Good stuff.
Like that's sick. We tried door over here, it was locked, and I'm like, I pretty much given up at this point. So we go here, this door here, it was locked. We go here, door was locked. Here, door was locked. We had one last chance right here.
Yeah.
Door was locked.
It was locked.
But then, as before I left, I noticed there was something in the keyhole, and I take it out. It was a key.
Someone left the key in there.
Someone left the key in the keyhole.
Great
so I
stuff.
turned the key.
No shot.
And the door unlocked.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like kind of nervous at first. I'm like, wait, are we actually fucking sneaking in? But yeah, then we snuck in and we went around the whole building.
Actually?
I want to show you the videos.
Wait, that's
while we're talking
awesome.
about It was so much fun.
That's so cool. The way you're like talking about it with like this up here looks like it's like an attack strategy, like on a building or something.
Yeah, bro.
Have you played Rainbow Six Siege?
No, I've seen like videos though.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. That's
what
what I
was
was
it?
doing.
T-Fuse? No, what was that?
That's
Dr.
like-
Lupo used to play
Like
it a lot.
Jinxie.
I used to play a lot of Fortnite.
Fortnite. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
here's like the video of like us sneaking in.
Damn. Whoa.
That's so sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
They definitely have cameras in there.
No, not yet.
No?
It's like
Really?
they're still constructing it. They don't even have like the
Oh
floor.
wait, it's not playing.
They don't even have the floor in there yet. They're just like cameras is like far away.
Bro, that's so cool. So what do you think about the layout since you've gotten like a
I like
close-up
it.
view?
See, one thing I was worried about, like I like Palmer because of the open ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, I like spaciousness. Like that's how my high school gym was too. Is
Oh,
very
really?
spacious.
Okay.
And the IM is like I don't like the small ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, every gym I've been to that I like even Crunch back at home, like the ones I
Uh-huh.
like have like a lot of space, open ceiling.
Really? Okay.
And what I liked about this is like I was worried it'd be like the IM where it's like a short ceiling.
Okay.
But luckily there was like a lot of open ceiling, a lot of space. There was like the rock climbing wall right next to the gym equipment. So it's gonna be pretty sick.
That is cool.
So get hype.
Dang. Okay.
But,
yeah, it's gigantic.
Yeah, dude, it's huge.
It looks like so much fun.
Yeah, we couldn't get to the second floor because it was like blocked off.
Oh really?
But
I
yeah,
see.
it's
'Cause
gonna be
I think-
sick.
I think the basketball courts are on the second floor.
Okay, yeah. We didn't see the basketball. I think we saw the swimming pool and like
Swimming pool.
the lifting area.
Damn.
There's like a little like there's a bunch of conference rooms.
Really?
A lot of them.
Oh,
I was
actually.
surprised. So there's gonna be a part like for the PTs and stuff. But
That's fun.
yeah, dude, it's gonna be
Dang.
sick.
Do you think they're gonna keep the tent up when it's open?
Definitely not.
That kind of makes me sad because
It
I feel
does.
like it works so well as just like a purely like weightlifting like gym
Yeah.
area. Because I feel like I don't know. I feel like they don't. It doesn't take many people to man the tent. To be honest, you know.
Yeah.
Because they got what 3 people sitting on their phones at the front doing nothing. One person actually going around cleaning, doing something.
Half of them don't even clean.
Wait, what?
Half the time they don't even clean.
Yeah, they don't even clean it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they should just keep the tent up. I don't know.
I don't want them to.
You don't want?
Because
to?
like the reason is because obviously I'll miss the tent a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I grew up there the last 2 years.
That's true.
But like, I would rather like everyone be at the new gym just so I can see the same faces. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be annoying if some of my friends are there, some of my friends are there. It'd be nice to see everyone every time.
That is true. Yeah.
So, but
Hey, do you think they're gonna have more than one pec deck? Do you think that's it's too much money? Too much
I don't
money.
know, man. That's probably for the next upgrade, like 10 years from now.
Yeah, facts. Maybe they'll add one more pec deck in
One
like 20,
more.
20 after 20 years of renovations.
What's
bro.
crazy to me is that the IM only has one Smith machine.
Actually?
Yeah. It's crazy to
How?
me. It's always taken.
Yeah, I mean, makes
doing
sense.
like 30-minute workout.
Damn.
So.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I've kind of like lost all that because I haven't been in like
Yeah.
a year. It's been a year.
Wow.
Dude.
March.
That's crazy.
Have you done anything else like physically, or you've kind of?
Me? So I mean, oh, do you mean injure myself other ways? Because I've injured myself in other ways.
Oh no, I was gonna
But-
say like physical activity.
No,
or
I mean,
but
so-
I'm curious about both. Tell me.
See, I could hit legs. I'm not hitting legs. I just can't do it. I don't know. I don't like the feeling of like exerting like my like squatting or like when I do like leg press. Like I just hated that like feeling. It was not great. So I don't know. Not a cardio guy, but I don't know. Last year I was getting like natural cardio, right? Because especially living on the hill, it's so far from everything else. So like every time I'd have to walk to like a game, like the Union or like the stadium or whatever from Markley, that would be like a 45-minute walk. Yeah. Like from Markley to the stadium. So I was averaging at one point 12,000 steps like a day. Pretty good. So I was not even like working out, like doing nothing. I was getting like a natural tone in like my calves and my legs just from how much I was walking, especially because on the hill it was a lot of like uphill kind of stuff too. So now that I'm like living at I live at Legacy. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's like a very great location. And so I like it, but the side effect is that like I get no like cardio in from just like walking a lot, right? Mm-hmm. I think I'm averaging like 6,000 steps a day.
Wow, half.
So it's like half.
Yeah, Markley's the furthest away from everything.
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah.
Because I mean, and like north, you'll take a bus too. Mm-hmm. Oxford's the only other thing I can think of where like you're walking down. I think Oxford low key it might
Oxford
be worse.
number one, but Markley's the second furthest.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And so like obviously it's convenient because most of my classes. So like I'm pre-med by the way. So most of my classes are like in the chem building or like. The furthest I have to go is like CCCB.
Yeah, it's so close to Legacy.
It's so chill.
Yeah.
And so I'm not walking much anymore, which is kind of sad, but
that is sad. I feel the same way this year because I actually live really far off campus.
Yeah, so where do you live?
I live down State Street, but like in a house. But it's temporary for this year. I'm living off campus.
Okay.
Because like my dad, like he does real estate, so he owned this house that.
Oh really?
There's people moving into it this year, but for the last year it's like free rent. So.
Yeah. I guess when you know the landlord, it's pretty chill.
But for me, like I had to drive to campus because of the distance.
Really? Okay.
And so I got a car at campus, and the car's made me really lazy. Like I'll drive like. I need to go anywhere, I'll just drive.
Just drive it?
Right. And it is fun because when the weather's nice, putting your windows down, blasting music, like it's one of the best experiences.
That's true. How's street parking though? Like finding parking?
Yeah, so like I've messed around with it. I realized the best way to save money is to not pay.
Real?
So street parking in the wintertime, I like rarely got ticketed.
Really?
Like I think I got ticketed 2 times or 3 times in the winter.
And you've never once paid for parking?
Yeah, never once paid over the winter. So I paid like $20 per ticket.
Okay.
And street parking is like $20 for the day, pretty much. Like
actually?
$18 for the day.
Oh, that's way more expensive than I thought.
So I actually like saved a lot of money.
That's great.
I also like there's like a game you play because if you park street parking, you're more likely to get ticketed.
Really?
But the ticket's only $20.
Yeah.
If you park in the blue or gold lots.
Which one are those?
So those are like the parking lots in front of Mojo where they're like, blue only. You need a permit to park there.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's very rare you get ticketed there.
Really?
So like I can go weeks without getting ticketed there, but when you get the ticket, it's $65.
Ooh.
So it's a game I play.
It's a risky game.
I save more money parking the blue and gold lots. So
really?
I usually park there.
Have you been ticketed for the blue and gold lots?
Yeah, I've been 3 times.
3 times.
So it kind of sucks.
But I mean, you don't gotta pay parking for your car because for me, I don't have a car on campus because my apartment charges $300 a month.
Insane.
For a parking spot because the first 5 floors of my apartment are just parking. Like it's just an entire parking garage underneath the building, and it's $300 to pay for a car. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, especially because I can I'm 45-minute drive. So if I want to go home, like my parents like will pick me up and I'll just like drive the way back. Mm-hmm. So I kind of don't find a car to be like worth it, but I'm sure that if I had one, it'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, cause like. In the winter, it's like I'm gonna drive anywhere. From Mojo to Shapiro, I'm driving.
That's true. Yeah.
Because it's cold as shit outside. And then in the summertime, it's like I kind of want to blast music and drive. So it's like I'm always driving. I'm not walking as much.
Yeah.
And, one time I was forced to walk because my car was parked at my friend's driveway and it was blocked by another car, and he wasn't coming till later.
I see.
So we'd walk from his house on like Elm Street, Wilmont Court.
Oh, that's
like
far.
By the cemetery.
Yeah, it's like Arbor area.
Yeah, right next to the Arbor. We had to walk from there to the BSRB, which is this building. And from here to Chipotle and then there back, which is not that far.
It's not too bad.
But it was the first time I like felt like I was walking a long distance. Really? It was like in a while, and I was like, damn, I miss walking. Just like moving. It was like foggy evening too. Like the weather was like 50s. It was a great experience.
It's a vibe.
With the weather nice, it'd be nice to walk around a little bit, but I just can't justify it.
That's true. When you got a car,
I also save money if I move my car more often because
really, if you're constantly like going
the chance I get ticketed is much lower.
Yeah,
because I usually make 1 round the whole day.
Okay.
So if I park for like 8 hours in one place, I'm 100% getting ticketed.
Really?
If I move it around 3 or 4 times, I like never get ticketed.
Really? That's good.
They usually miss me.
Actually?
So I have like the whole thing on lock.
That's a strat.
Save money as parking.
I mean, I'm sure you had. Did you have it last year or
no? No, this year.
Yeah, it's just this year. Okay.
So Ann Arbor parking master. Everyone complains about Ann Arbor parking. I think it's.
You parallel parking god.
I love it, bro. Every day I have my fucking one-handed parallel
Actually?
park. I'm on lock.
That's pretty good. Dude, do you like go and get groceries like from the Costco and
So
stuff?
I don't cook at home.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Yeah, because the only reason is because my home is so far. I'm often never there.
Okay.
So I wake up and immediately I want to be on campus. So I just come right to campus and I'm here all day.
Oh, really? And then
Yeah.
you don't go home until when you get home, you
Yeah.
sleep.
By the time I go home, like if it's like usually between 9 or 2. Like sometimes depending on what time I go home, but usually late. I'm not cooking dinner at home, so
Makes
I just do
sense.
all my meals in the dining hall.
Do you really? Oh,
Yeah.
actually, okay. Do you have a pass?
Yeah, I do have a pass.
See,
I have on my own.
I got a freshman. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been cracking down on some people.
Dude, you
Stay
said,
safe.
I swear it's just people not being smart about it.
They're just being idiots. Like
They're-
they had
yeah.
12 people on one person's pass.
You know someone
Yeah,
who did that?
It was like Pike, I think.
Yeah, dude. You know, D-Sig, one of my friends like in D-Sig was telling me they had 15 people on one Pledge's dining hall plan. And they're like, oh, we got caught. Oh, my God.
How did this happen?
Oh, who could have thought? But I heard they're being served with like a lawsuit.
Yeah, they had to pay like the university a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
it's not that hard because I mean I guess
yeah, one person.
Yeah, I guess am I outing myself right now? You know, but
they won't come for you, don't worry.
Yeah, but like the person I'm using, I just like check like if she's been in like the last 30 minutes. I have her schedule, and like I feel like if you're the one like using it, it's kind of the burden's on you to like make sure you're being safe with it.
Yeah.
But like it's so chill. Like there's just no way. There's no way for them to find out if you're like not if you don't have more than like 5 people on it.
Yeah. 5 people's a lot.
5 people is a lot. I would say
I only aim into one person.
Yeah, I'd say 2 people is like what you probably should do. 3 is okay.
I'm not even risking 2.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
What's that?
So you have unlimited?
I have unlimited.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but next year I'm living on campus, so I'm debating. I'm still gonna get a dining hall pass with fewer swipes.
Okay.
But I think
like
since I'm on campus, I might like make either breakfast or dinner at home.
That's true.
Probably be healthier.
Do you eat 3 meals a day?
I'm always changing. Right now I'm doing like 2.
2, okay.
2.5, because some days I do 3, some days I do 2.
Okay.
I like fasting in the morning. So some days I'll go like 3 to 6 hours without eating in the morning.
Like, what time do you wake up usually?
Dude, my sleep schedule changes every few weeks.
Is it cooked?
Yeah, like today I woke up at 9. Last week I was waking up at like 7 or 8 because like my sleep schedule, like I was sleeping so early.
Really? Okay.
But usually between 7 and like 10. But like I've been waking up at a good time. It's rarely past 10.
Okay.
Like fall semester I would be waking up at 10:30, 11 consistently because I was like up all night studying.
Yeah.
But my routine's a little bit different now. So
That's good. It's changed with classes, I guess.
Usually 12 to 9 is like my routine.
Okay.
But, like some days it's 11, some days whatever time I sleep I just add 9 hours. So
that's pretty chill.
Yeah, if I'm up all night I'll probably sleep in a little bit, but
yeah, I mean me, I am the least early bird
really
you'd ever meet in your life. First of all, I've never eaten 3 meals like ever.
Wow.
I think I did it one time and I got sick.
Wow.
Because I'm not built for eating 3 times a day. Because like first of all,
you're not supposed to. I feel like unless
feel
you're
like
like
you're,
doing a lot of exercise. Or
yeah,
something.
unless you're like working out a lot or like you're a big guy. I feel like I don't need 3 meals. You know, and I mean it saves money too. If you're waking up late, then you eat lunch and then just dinner.
I think that's chill.
Yeah.
I was doing that over break. That feels like the best for me.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Today I was hungry in the morning, so I just ate when I woke up.
Yeah, that's true. See, that's the key is never to wake up early. Like I actually, so like when I'm building my schedule, like I'm like a master with Atlas at this point because like I know for my like some people are like, oh, like if they get like a cook schedule, they're like, you know, yeah, I'm just gonna have to tough it out. That's not me. Like I have like 5 different tabs open, like split screen, and I'm like checking Atlas. I'm like checking all these discussion sections, and I'm like using like I don't know if you've seen in the top right, there's like a generate button, right?
Yeah.
And so if you like lock some of your classes, like ones you know you for sure want, you can like generate new options and stuff. And I like every semester I try to build like the perfect schedule, and I've been pretty good with it so far because I've been unfortunately cooked with my registration times like every single time. Like freshman year.
Lucky.
Freshman year, I think I was like the second I was the last day, of course, and I was like the second to last possible registration time.
Oh no.
And what happened was that I could not get any of the classes I wanted. This was for my winter year, like winter semester, and so I basically like decided to take the L on like taking the classes I wanted. I just decided to like devise the most perfect schedule and get a bunch of like bullshit classes out of the way. So my winter year schedule is genuinely goated. Like I show it to everyone because it was I think 16 or 15 credits, and I didn't have any classes on Monday or Friday.
Oh wow.
I had a 4-day weekend, and it wasn't even like my Thursdays and my Wednesdays were that cooked either, because
What were you taking?
When I say it out loud, it just sounds so goofy.
My friend's taking the history of milk right now, so it can't be worse than that.
Let me write that one down.
Yeah.
But no, I was taking Psych 111. And so these were all like courses that like it's not like I was saying like random stuff that didn't apply. Like these are all courses that like I would need to take eventually probably, but I just got them out of the way. So I did Psych 111, which I took the professor where all of her quizzes are online, and all lectures are not mandatory. So I didn't go to a single lecture for Psych 111 until, like after the second week.
Oh wow.
I did that. I did Anthroculture 101 for my race and ethnicity requirement, which you're in engineering.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do that, I don't think. But I didn't show up to any of those lectures. Also after the second week.
I feel like most of those classes require a lecture. I thought.
No, a lot of them have recorded lectures and.
Actually, maybe not 101. I took Anthroculture 231.
231. I haven't. Which one is that?
I don't even. I might have got the numbers wrong. It was like digital futures. But it's one of those ones where it's like a lower credit class, but they just bullshit content.
Really?
They force you to come and sit there.
Yeah. See, they don't like force you to do anything, and so, Tuesday and Thursday, my like schedule technically started at 10 a.m., but it was Anthroculture then Psych 111 back to back, and I didn't go to either of them. So I wouldn't go to class on those days until 2:30. Because I would have, 10 to 11:30, 11:30 to 1, then like built in time for lunch. And then after that, I took this was the only course that was like kind of, whatever. But it was really interesting. It was actually called Sociology of the Elites.
Oh.
It was like very interesting. So it was like a small group seminar based class. I think there was like 15 people in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really just talking about like elites in society. So it was like basically just like talking about rich people and like how they like so we had a couple of readings and it was basically talking about how like kids are, and it's really applicable. So it's talking about how kids are like funneled into like high earning careers and stuff, and like how basically it's like consulting and like investment banking and like private equity, how like those are becoming like kind of like the new like sort of like path towards success, because before it was like medicine, law, or engineering. And so it was basically just like looking at like the sociology of like how these people get these connections and like how they do all this stuff. It was just kind of crazy because like a lot of the kids in there were like Ross kids, and they were like probably taking notes on like how to like follow the blueprint for this.
Manipulation tactics.
Yeah, but I was just like a pre-med kid. I was just there because I just thought it was really interesting, and it was pretty cool. There was like a book that we read, and it was called like, it was by some guy Khan. It was like talking about like ease and how basically like high schoolers from like even like in like boarding schools and stuff, like you're prepped from like a very early age to be like comfortable in these like settings where you're like networking and like you're doing these sorts of things. And it was like actually a really, really interesting class. I had no clue what to expect going into it, but the professor was great. So I'd really recommend. I mean, well, at this point, I don't know if you can take it. It's a first year seminar.
Okay.
So I don't know if they allow sophomores or juniors to take first year seminars.
I don't know.
I think that they give preference to freshmen, but they can't fill up the class, then they extend it over. But it was a really, really interesting class. But yeah, so that was what I was taking from like 2:30 to 4 on those days.
Yeah.
And I had to go to this class, but I didn't mind it. It wasn't too bad. And then after that, I had my English 125 class from 5:30 to 7.
125?
Yeah, and that was,
that was such a fun class. That was such a joke.
Yeah, it was chill. It was chill.
Yeah.
But basically, I had a 4-day weekend, and I didn't go to like half my classes. And it was just the most...
What did you do with all your time?
So it's really random. I started working as like a leasing officer.
Okay.
For the apartment that I work at.
Oh, nice.
So when I was signing for Legacy, like I was signing my lease, one of them, they sent out an email and they're like, oh, help wanted or whatever. And so at that point I was like, like right now, like I got nothing else to do. I hadn't actually like worked a formal job before that, because in like high school I was doing a lot more like clubs and like extracurricular stuff. I'd never actually like worked a job before. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Like, I got so much time. So, yeah, basically, like, second semester, freshman year, I was, like, working as a leasing ambassador.
What did you do?
It was pretty interesting, actually. So, like, you're basically a salesperson.
Okay.
So, there was, like, a week or two of, like, onboarding, like, training or whatever. The only reason I did it was because I thought I would get a 30% discount on my rent when I lived there. I'll tell you about that later. That didn't end up happening. It was bullshit. It was like low-key bullshit, because they were advertising that like when they sent out the job posting. But it turns out that you had to work while living at the apartment, which means that, and I started living like this last sophomore. Yeah. And so I worked before I lived there, so I never got any discount, but
so sad.
It's okay. But yeah, basically it just involved like you would take calls all day. You're just like at the phones. You would like answer questions about leasing questions. And then like sometimes you would give like in-person tours. So when like my apartment just got built like this year, just got finished, and so we couldn't do like tours of the building, like a finished building. So instead we had like a model apartment in it, and so we'd have to like wear like vests with like hard hats. It was an active construction site. So like when we would walk, like our leasing office was like a 5-minute walk away from the actual like property. So we would like all meet up in the leasing office. We'd equip everyone with their hard hats and like their vests there, and then we'd walk in like a single file line, like straight through the building, and like basically take them to the mall apartment. But while we're doing that, there's just a bunch of like construction guys everywhere. Like there's like you're like sawing in the background. It was really really random, but it was pretty fun though. I got like a lot of good skills in like sales basically.
Okay,
because
that's good.
you know they kind of like tell you the pitch, like okay, these are what our amenities are. You know, you got to pitch like the 18th floor pool, which 18th floor pool. I mean, not much more to say after that, but you know, it's a really like really nice place. But it was like pretty interesting. You get to talk to like so many people, you know, build your people skills. I did not realize like how quickly people like will like get mad at you on the phone.
Yeah, that's something I'm curious about because like I have friends that like work similar kind of jobs before. Like someone was like selling suits at some like the men's warehouse kind of store, and like he dealt with like bad customers all the time. I know
it is. Because like for me personally, like when I'm calling someone, like I would feel so bad, like even like raising like my voice at them. Like I just don't feel comfortable doing that. But some of these people, like after the slightest little inconvenience, they just blow up on you. I'm like, dude, I'm a sophomore undergraduate student. I'm making like $12 an hour. Like the pay was shit.
Yeah.
I was just doing it for fun, to be honest. And just like for like the resume, you know, it's nice. I think it's like good to have those skills where like you're able to like communicate over the phone and you're able to like say things pretty succinctly to where like people get the message. You don't gotta like yap and yap and yap. But I don't know. I would call. Some of these people would call, and the main thing was that the parent had to be like the guarantor for the lease. And so a lot of times it was just like these parents cleaning up after their like stupid kids, basically. Because like I swear these people, you'd send like 8 emails out to them like, you need to sign this document. You need to sign this document. You need to sign this document to like get your lease signed. And they would just ignore it. And then
I did eventually, that for a little bit, actually. I got my sign, but it took me some time.
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, I kind of get it. You know, it's like whatever. Like it's whatever. But after a while, you know, you'd eventually be like, okay, you know, you didn't sign anything. Like we can't reserve your spot for this like, you know, this lease anymore. And then their parent would call and be like, I've done everything right. You know, I signed everything on my end. And we're like, well, sorry, ma'am. Like your child has not signed anything on their end. Like you got to tell them. So like, oh my God, like how can you do that? Like why did you not let me know? It's like, we sent you 20 emails.
Yeah.
There's no way. But I'm making it sound bad. That was not like every single call. Most of them were chill. You know, people are very nice.
That's good.
But yeah, you're just like leading them through the process. It's really chill. But then one of the main perks was that there was a lot of like social activities we did, either as like coworkers or like.
Do you like coworkers?
What?
You like your coworkers?
It was me and 7 girls.
Oh shit.
It was pretty interesting. It was like a pretty interesting thing because I think that. For some reason, a lot of girls are like attracted to like the leasing business. I was like the only guy that like ever applied for this thing.
Interesting.
I was pretty surprised.
Yeah, every time I call leasing office, it's always a girl.
Yeah, and both my managers were girls. It was a great team, but it was a little funny being like the only guy. And then like so, a couple times we went to like Cantina.
Yeah. Because
for like a lot of these apartments, they do like promos at like businesses in the area where they're like selling merch, getting their name out there. So we had a couple events. Like one of them was at Cantina. It was pretty fun. Technically, I wasn't even 18 at that,
You were 17 last year?
So my birthday's in October, actually.
Oh, so this is the beginning of last year.
Yeah, and so no, I was actually 18 at the time, but it was 21 like that night to enter, I think. But I just got to get in because I was like with like Legacy and stuff.
Yeah.
So like while I was there, my bosses would like buy me. They would like buy drinks. They like slip me drinks on the side. It was pretty fun, but yeah, it was just a great way to like meet people. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Completely random. Not at all related to like what I want to do, like pre-med. I don't really know how that relates. But
yeah, I mean, it needs something to do with your time. I feel like so
that's true.
Picking up random shit is like
because like over the summer I like did classes. I did like some volunteering, like clinical volunteering stuff. So like I knew I was gonna do that, and I was like, you know what, like might as well just like do something fun. So
yeah, for sure. Do you have plans for this summer yet?
Me, I'm hoping to like probably start working a job, like medical related job, like either a CR, like a medical assistant, or maybe like a scribe or something. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm taking Physics 250 online.
Oh, Physics 250. That's a fun class.
That's a bit. Hey, it's not fucked if you're online though.
Yeah.
Dude, I took that online last semester, or sorry, not last semester, last summer, and the exams are online.
That's so true.
The lab is online. The homework's online. Everything's online. So I was chilling. It was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. So what, you had to take a 140, 240?
Yeah. It's so funny because you know AP Physics C?
Physics C. So I was IB.
Okay. Yeah. So we had this AP Physics C where there's like 2 parts of it. There's like part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
And part 1 is all the 140 stuff, so the mechanics stuff.
Okay.
And part 2, which is Physics C, E&M, was like electricity and magnetism. And they're 2 separate exams.
Okay.
So I got a 4 on mechanics. So it's a score out of 5. So I got a 4 on mechanics and a 5 on E&M.
Oh, sick. Okay.
So I got a 5 on the part 2, but like a 4 on the part 1.
Oh, okay.
So I had to take 140 here, but I got credit for 240.
What?
So I only had to take 140.
I've never heard that.
I've never heard anyone else had this situation. So I was like, I had to take 140 again.
Wait, did you need a 5 to pass out of it?
Yeah. If you get a 5, you get a pass.
Dude, that's so fucked up.
Yeah. But I thought the class was pretty chill.
140 was chill?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I've heard horror stories.
It depends if you know physics or not. Because they move fast and they don't really go over the fundamentals. But since I knew the fundamentals, it was easy to pick up.
That's good.
But for a lot of people, it's like, holy shit, what's going on?
Really? Yeah, no, I was like, right before I got here, I was like walking in the Arb with like that friend for like an hour. But he's a TA for Physics 140 because I think he's Mechie.
Okay.
And so he was telling me that like.
What's his name?
Muzamil.
Okay.
Ahmed. I don't know. He actually did wrestling in Virginia.
Oh, really?
He won states, I think.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, but he was telling me that like the median grade for this last physics exam was like a 60%.
Wow, ours wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, insane. But yeah, it's like impressive how much of an Atlas warrior you are. Cause like for me, I find that I try for a couple of hours, but I just get pissed off and just give up.
No, I mean that's valid. Yeah.
I get lucky though. I've gotten lucky with registration times, and like
that's good.
One time I thought my schedule was gonna be so screwed for the semester, but then like my thing was the next morning, the night before I was like everything's filled up.
Actually,
but the next morning I woke up and everything opened up. So
ooh, they just like added spots that day.
My schedule this semester is so chill.
That's good. I mean they do that though to like protect obviously from like late registration times because I remember that like it was like a week before any of the classes I wanted. Like my registration time, all of them were full, and I thought it was like completely cooked. But they opened them up throughout the thing, except for my time though, because when it got to me, there was nothing open.
I'm gonna pay you to put my schedule together for next semester.
I genuinely like, and I joined a pre-med frat this like last semester.
FICA or?
Yeah, it's FICA.
Yeah.
And so like I find that like all of these freshmen like was I that clueless? Not in a mean way, but like when they're like using this kind of stuff, I'm like, wow, like I can't even imagine like that. Like with Atlas or like Wolverine Access or stuff like this. Like a lot of time, like it's a great idea great opportunity to like help them out and stuff, because that's like the main thing for like a pre-med frat. But I was really like building schedules for like 4 different ones and like, oh, what classes do I take? Like blah 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 blah. Like bro, it's all right here. Cause I don't know if you knew, you can also like put your major into Atlas as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the best thing ever.
Put me on, bro.
Bro,
you
trust me.
know all the Atlas hacks now.
Yeah, so like, it literally pulls straight from Wolverine Access like all the classes you take. So you don't have to input anything. You literally just put like a major that you're going for, which.
I'm like what you already taken, maybe.
Yeah, and you don't even put what you don't. It knows what you already taken.
Connected to Wolverine.
Because it's connected to Wolverine Access, and it.
How does no one know about this?
I don't know. I'm
gonna call you in a few days when I'm going.
Dude, I've been using this since like freshman year. I found it because whenever there's like new stuff or like new like network like. What is it, websites that I'm using or whatever, I try and like, I sit down and I spend like 3 hours just like going through it all and like making sure I understand all of it. Because I don't like feeling like I don't know what's going on, especially with like my classes and stuff, because I feel like that's something you got to be like really on top of, or like not even to my extent. I'm kind of OD, but I like sat down, I just like learned it all and like made sure I knew it, and so I felt like it's been like really helpful with like registration stuff. But I got you with the Atlas thing after this because it like has like error bars for like how many classes you take in. It gives you like options for all the classes you could possibly take.
It's a pretty good platform. I'm playing around with it a little bit. There's a lot of cool features on there, but I need to use it to its full potential. So that's
true. I don't know if it was I wonder if it was like a startup like idea, like a student made it or something.
Yeah, we'll search it up.
I honestly wonder because
who created Atlas? What's it called? Like
Atlas Student Connect, maybe? I don't really know. Atlas, like student registration platform. I don't know. Atlas Student Connect registration platform. Good stuff.
Designed to assist, or the project came in 2015.
Damn.
As an initiative of the Digital Innovation Greenhouse.
Oh, okay. So I guess it was like
this is a startup. Yeah, it's like an educational technology accelerator team.
Yeah. Because it kind of feels like it's made by like a student. It feels like it's made by a student.
It says professor.
Oh really?
So it was developed in collaboration. Okay, in collaboration with faculty members. Maybe it was built by students. Including professor of physics and astronomy Gus Everett, a software development staff center.
Yeah, because it includes a lot of information about professors too, like how good they are.
I like that.
Which I feel like it's something like a student would do. You know?
Definitely. No, those are so helpful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro. So with pre-med and everything, so what's like your future looking like right now? How did you decide on this path? How long have you been in this for? And like what's the next steps for you?
Yeah, I mean, so even in high school, so like my dad's a doctor, and both my sisters are also in med school right now as well. So it's kind of like the family business a little bit. But even in high school, I did a lot of shadowing because I always kind of like, you know, as a kid I was like, oh, I want to be a doctor, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't really know why as a kid, but you know, I saw my dad do it. You know, people talk about doctors, you know, all that and stuff. But it was really honestly with all like of my medical struggles, especially with like my back pain that I had when I was like a junior, that really like solidified my like desire to want to do it. So like I took, you know, biology in high school, and like all of the human anatomy like units, everything we like learning about like, you know, the digestive system, like the brain, everything with that I found like so fascinating. It's definitely like the stuff I like learning about the most. And so I've always kind of had that like you know, kind of bias towards like biological like classes and stuff like that. But then that in addition with like, you know, kind of like my pain and stuff, kind of like wanted to motivate me to like actually pursue something like that. So like my surgeon, he was like a super like funny guy, like, you know, cracking jokes all the time, because I actually had to go down like to Virginia to get like a back surgery. And so he was like, I really like appreciated the sense of like understanding that he gave me, because for the longest time I had like no clue what was going on with me. So like I was in pain, you know, every day, and the condition I had was like kind of rare. You know, it's not like a pretty common thing.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's called like Bertolotti's syndrome. It's like it's like a very very new thing, and so, you know, I had to go to Virginia to get it. So it's you know, kind of like a random thing that was happening. I'm like, you know, I don't really know what's going on. Like my X-rays didn't really show, like it didn't indicate anything was wrong. So it was kind of like that year was just like so much, you know, mental, first of all, you know, physical struggle, also like the mental struggle of like not knowing what's going on with your body is like super scary, and it's not something I'd like encountered before up to that point. And so I think it was just like the sense of like reassurance that my surgeon gave me, and the fact that like he actually like helped me, and like even after the fact, you know, he was very understanding about like my situation and my struggle. I think that really like motivated me to want to kind of do the same thing for other people. Not as like a surgeon. I don't think I want to go to surgery. No. I don't think I'm built for that kind of life. But I think that like that same sense of like reassurance that I got from him is like the reason why I want to like give it to other people. And like I didn't really understand that until this happened to me. I think it's just like something I had to experience to like really motivate me to do it. And so like now, you know, since then I've like been motivated to be on this path. So
that's great.
Yeah. But still, it's a long road, you know. But
it's exciting. I
think just taking it one day at a time, you know.
Yeah.
Not thinking about, you know, 8 years after college and residency.
So do you like to think far ahead, or do you like to kind of live in the moment?
I'd say I'm more of a type B student.
What's that?
You know, so type A is like the planner, planning everything out, you know, thinking about all this and that, and, you know, like being super on top of everything. I'm not a slacker, but, you know, I'm more of a chill, laid back guy. Yeah. You know, I do my work, like I get stuff done on time, but I'm not worrying about it all the time. I think that's like the big thing for me.
We'll go with the flow.
Yeah, because I think it honestly serves to just stress you out. Of course, a good amount of stress, or like a little bit of stress is like not a bad thing for sure. But I think to like be constantly in your own head thinking about like, oh, these people are doing this, you know, I'm behind in this, I'm behind in that. I think it like the only thing it can do is like hurt you at the end of the day. And so I think having just like a positive mindset is the main thing. I don't know. This last semester, it's been, you know, pretty tough. Taking like some harder classes. You know, my freshman year was so not
cake.
real. It was like really cake, easy classes. I wasn't doing like too many like extracurricular stuff. I was more just like kind of like, you know, finding my footing in college and stuff. So like this last year has been a little more, you know, stressful. But again, you know, joining like a pre-med frat, I think it's been like a great thing for me.
Yeah, 5K is great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Big.
Contribute to our podcast.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's just been kind of like a way to be a crutch a little bit. You know, the social aspect's fun too, and especially when it's like all people doing the same thing as you, it really feels like you're not in it alone, which is great. Because freshman year kind of felt a bit like isolating when you don't have like a big community of people doing it the same thing as like you are. Personally, for me, I just find like 5K is like a really big thing to like.
So did you rush sophomore year?
Yeah. So
you're probably the last PC, right?
Yeah, so I rushed like sophomore year fall semester, and so I hadn't applied before that. I really wish I did, but before then, I don't know. I thought like maybe. Well, first of all, I was kind of slacking on the applications for a lot of them. My freshman fall, I didn't even know they were a thing. And then the next semester, I was about to apply, but I kind of took it back at the end. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll have time, blah 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 blah. But I ended up rushing for the first time sophomore year, and I got in. So
that's good.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Are you in anything like that?
No, I was pretty away from it all until this semester.
Really?
This is the first semester I was like, it could be cool to join some stuff. Mm-hmm. So I applied to 3 professional kind of things.
Oh, cool.
I applied to KTP, if you know.
Yeah, I've heard the tech frat.
Yeah, I applied to KTP, applied to V1, which is the startup club, and applied to Atlas Digital.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that too.
But I was kind of late with sophomore winter. I think this cycle there was just so many applicants for everything.
Really?
So didn't end up getting any of those.
I see.
But the only thing I ended up getting was a non-professional thing, but I joined the boxing club.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So yeah, it is nice to be a part of a group, because I never really did that my freshman year, and I guess I kind of mentally was okay with it because I think just living on the hill, I was able to make so many cool friends. So for me, there wasn't a need for me. I for some reason I felt like the clubs wouldn't fit me.
Really? Okay.
I kind of had that mental block, so I never even tried exploring.
Really? Okay.
But that kind of changed this year. I don't know, there's a kind of a click in my head where I want to try a bunch of new things, and I feel like having something on my calendar with other people would help keep me accountable to actually develop that skill. So
that's good.
I think it's been great with boxing, and I meet a lot of cool new people and have a new kind of thing to focus on. But
yeah,
I've kind of accepted that there's not much I can, besides more fun kind of clubs. I'm probably not gonna be able to join too many my junior year. But I'm thinking about starting my own next semester.
Ooh, what you thinking?
It's gonna be a startup club.
Okay.
But I feel like I can't start it unless my startup's doing well. So I'm gonna see how well my startup does this summer.
What's your startup?
It's called Remira. So we're building a software tool for type 1 diabetics.
Oh, actually, that's awesome. So it's kind of like biotech.
Yeah, it's kind of biotech. Do you know any type 1 diabetics?
I mean, yeah, I can't off the top of my head.
It's somewhat rare, but somewhat common. I think every other person would know somebody that comes to mind. But the thing with type 1 diabetes is that your body just naturally doesn't produce insulin. It's some kind of genetic condition where your body just stops producing it, and it's often not because of your behavior or lifestyle. It's usually just random.
Yeah, that's like type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, type 2 is bad diet, bad health.
Because you develop an insulin resistance.
Yes.
So
you know this as a pre-med guy.
Yeah, I have to, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately.
So with type 1, since your body doesn't produce insulin, you need to dose insulin before meals, because otherwise your blood sugar is going to spike.
Yeah.
And it's going to just keep rising up. And it's kind of like you're playing this constant game, you're constantly tipping the scale, because you're dealing with so many factors, like the amount of carbs you're eating, the amount of insulin you have to dose, the timing of it, and how little factors in your environment are also changing your blood glucose. So obviously meals are the main thing. So before you eat, every time before, you need to kind of estimate how much you're going to eat. Yeah. And then 20 minutes before, you need to dose the appropriate amount of insulin.
Really? Okay.
But if it's slightly off, you don't dose enough, your blood glucose can get too high, so you have to correct for it later.
Okay.
But if you dose too much, you can drop very low. Yeah. And it can be very deadly.
Yeah.
Because if your blood glucose is very low, it's really deadly, and you could probably die within a few days if it stays that way.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you have to just eat sugar instantly, have juice or apple. And if you're high, it's not as dangerous in the short term, but it's very dangerous in the long term, because if you're consistently high in your blood glucose, it's bad for your cardiac health. So you're likely to die 10, 20 years sooner.
Dang.
So it's you're playing this constant game. It's like a heavy ball on a scale that you're constantly tipping, and you think about it every day. And if you forget to turn your basal off, which is they're constantly dosing you with insulin when you work out, will drop low. And then there's all these little factors that affect
even
it.
working out too. I didn't even think about that.
Even working out makes you drop low, because physical activity affects blood glucose. Even stress affects blood glucose. So it's very interesting. There's so many factors, and current tools they give you the information you need, so they keep you alive in theory, but they don't really help you reduce stress, because what's missing is this layer of intelligence that can analyze all your data and help you, give you insights on how you can adjust your routine and your dosing timings to what you should watch out for, and just help you live a little bit more healthy and stay in range. So
that's cool, because there's probably so much data that there's so many different factors to worry about, again, like you said, how will this affect it? How will that affect it? So I mean, it seems like an intelligence thing would be really good. So it's like an artificial intelligence
kind of
thing.
So we're building it right now. There's some parts of it we're building the architecture ourselves. We're also integrating AI for some parts of it. But we're trying to just collect as much data as we can from a user. So We want to, if they use Google Calendar, we want to ingest Google Calendar.
Cool.
We want to ingest their glucose data, obviously, over the last month. And if they have an Apple Watch or Apple Health app, like ingest like their other health metrics. Because I feel like these little things affect it so much. And just like collect as much data as we can to just develop as like strong and useful and actionable insights as we can.
That's cool. Is there like a master algorithm involved with this, where it's
kind
like
of
everything kind of factors into like one final output?
It's like there's a bunch of inputs and it goes through our machine and it gives you outputs. So we built like the first version of it. It's like
really, that's cool.
It's pretty simple the way we designed it, but that is a version that's currently using our app that's launching tomorrow.
Oh, actually, sick.
But yeah, as we keep scaling, we want to keep making it more complex. And
is a lot of CS kids on the project too?
So it's just me and my friend.
Oh, it's just you two.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're trying to keep it as lean as possible.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Because I've noticed in the past when you introduce too many people, it can kind of slow you down.
Yeah, because people don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You're more like delegating tasks than like actually working.
Plus, like you'd either if they're really serious about it, you'd probably have to pay them.
Yeah.
Or if they're serious about it and you don't have any revenue, you have to give them equity. And we don't want to like dilute ourselves too soon. We want to see how much we can do as the two of us working full time this summer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then there's so many like open questions about like the paths we want to take, like hiring decisions and like fundraising decisions and like scaling decisions. But
that's true.
We're gonna
try a great learning experience.
I think so. It's a lot of fun. So we're gonna see what we can do, the two of us, this summer, and hopefully by the end of summer we have some traction or signal. But
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, because my goal is to have enough signal that I can like fade big tech recruiting. So we'll see if we can pull it off.
Real. Wait, what made you want to start it? Like type 1 diabetes, which is kind of like you know it's a problem.
Random, right? Yeah. For me, I've always been interested in startups, and I always said that, but I never knew what a startup even was, to be honest.
Okay, I don't even know what a startup.
Yeah, it's like a term that everyone kind of knows what it means, but do we really know what it means?
Because I just associated with like California, big tech culture, people like sitting in a room like throwing a ball up in the air, like coming up with ideas and shit. Yeah. Like I don't even know like what it actually entails.
I mean, at the simplest, dumbest level, it's just starting a company. Yeah. Right, but then there's so much more to it. And I'm always like interested in startups because I always like coding and I always like building things. So it'd be cool to like start my own company and build something and solve a problem.
Did you do Hour of Code in elementary school?
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh, I see. That was pretty. Oh, have you not? You don't know what it is?
No.
Oh, wait. Side tangent, but
let's do it.
In like first or second grade, they would like bring out a bunch of computers, and then it's this app or the software. I don't even know, but it's like called Hour of Code. And it was basically just like get kids interested in coding.
Sounds kind of familiar now.
I'm really surprised. I thought it was like a nationwide thing, but I guess not.
Hour of Code. I think I did do this.
Have you seen? Wait, maybe search a picture. Maybe. Yeah, it's like this kind of stuff.
This is like for like young people. Right?
Yeah, it's like young people. There's like Angry Birds.
Yeah, we built the Minecraft one. Yeah. I did this. Yeah, bro. Oh my god,
dude! I swear this is the reason why CS is oversaturated.
Dude, we built the Minecraft thing. Was so much fun.
Dude, the Minecraft. Yeah, I played the Minecraft one a lot. But
I did this in like first grade.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Core memory, no.
Wow, you pulled a memory out.
I know. Yeah. A lot of people don't remember the name, but like they remember doing it for sure. But
I'm just thinking back to like middle school, just like sitting in like that technology room with all my friends.
They just bring you to the computer lab. Yeah. You play random games for like 30 minutes with while the person like walks by. Yeah. Dude, did you play a lot of Crunker and stuff?
I don't know about Crunker, but I played a lot of those like games.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of the names. Like, was it Happy Run was one of them?
Happy Run?
No, that's a different game. Wait.
I don't know about that one.
No, there's one that was like, okay, what about there's like the little like a two-legged person that's like in space and running forward. And like
Temple Run?
No, not a Temple Run. What are these kind of games called?
Oh,
Just explain it to ChatGPT.
Did you do that a lot?
Yeah.
Your personal therapist?
What is the game? Yeah, low-key. What is the game? Online game where a little person is running through space.
Oh, is it like jumping on like the blocks and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, I think my sister plays this game a lot. And they like disappear out when you like step on it. Oh. Hyperdash? No.
Maybe. Run through. Run through. Okay, yeah.
My sister played this game religiously during high school.
This is like the game I'd play. Wait, was it Run 3? Yeah, dude, I played a lot.
Yeah, it's like that little like gray guy, right?
This shit was fun.
Today we're one run.
This game was so much fun.
We're not going to be able to make that jump. So
I think they made a more updated version because
probably.
This is kind of old.
But this is the version I played.
If using these boxes to our advantage, we can go off the side of one of them, switch the gravity,
100% speedrunning it.
But yeah, these are
I actually want to study this now. I got pretty far.
Are you interested in like game design at all or no?
No. I played a lot of video games when I was younger, but not anymore.
Really? Okay. Because one of my friends, he wants to like do like CS, like game design. Like he wants to make like
cool.
VR stuff.
I think like it's one of the hardest. Like video game design is a very hard.
Yeah,
industry.
it's
you need
insane.
a lot of people.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
And I don't
There's graphics and everything, and the latency. It's like such a difficult challenge.
I know, right? And then also like coming up with like bug fixes too, like understanding like what's going wrong. I can't even like. I'm not even in that world at all, but like from the outside, it just sounds like insane.
I think that's one of the hardest things because like, it's such a big investment to make a video game before you even know if you have like product market fit, because like you can spend all this money developing a game for years
and no
like,
one will play it,
and like no one likes it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing with like these indie gamer studios that are like smaller studios. Like it's so easy to lose a fuck ton of money.
That's true.
You know,
because
you need so much thing you need to do like at the top level. Like obviously graphics are so difficult, but I think latency is one of the biggest ones because like. You know, if you have like a website of like let's say a coded together website, even if it takes like 2 seconds to load, it's like not that big of a deal. But if I'm playing Fortnite and it's like a 2-second latency,
you're cooked.
Dude, like you can't play the game anymore.
Yeah, it has to be perfect.
Plus, you need to if you're doing a Fortnite kind of thing, we have to host that many people at once. Like the server cost of like hosting thousands and thousands of people all connecting with each other, and it's just a very difficult challenge. And then the hardest part about a video game is it has to be fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like on the business side, it's like you have to make like something that not only technically difficult to build, but also just enjoyable. So I think it's a very hard industry.
I know.
There's only a few players who really do it well.
Yeah, so. I mean, Epic Game. I can only. Right now, I'm thinking about like Supercell. Honestly. Yeah. It seems like to me like a mobile game is such a better investment than like this huge like the console like PlayStation type game, because like I feel with a mobile game like you make your game and you just monetize the shit out of it. Yeah. And if it's addictive,
a little bit simpler to build too.
Yeah, if it's like usually it seems more simple to build. I don't really know if it is.
Yeah,
it seems like it would.
Usually the scale is a little smaller for mobile games.
Yeah, because like there's not like a 3D version. You're not like all connecting to a server at once. But I'm just thinking like, man,
there's levels to video games.
Man, once you make a good game, you just make everything behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Make you pay for cosmetics. Make you pay for this and that.
That's what Fortnite did so well.
Yeah, that's true.
So well.
It always surprised me that like it's free to play. Like, it is completely free to play, but it is though. But
they were so intelligent about it. Like I've reflected back on Fortnite a lot, and I think they did so many things so well.
I know, right? They were like they created like a cultural moment.
Oh yeah,
because like
it was like cultish.
Yeah, it genuinely was. Yeah. Everyone was playing it. Like, I must wonder like all the top heads of like Epic Games were probably just like, wow, like we did it. Like this is. This is like the peak of the peak of the peak.
I know. I've never seen anything like Fortnite. That's that scale. I've never seen anything like Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, Minecraft
was big too, but in a different way. I think.
In a different way.
Minecraft
it's just always been kind of
in
the background.
Time.
It's your favorite game of all time?
Yeah, easily. Minecraft was amazing. For me, it's like Minecraft and Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite.
I was never a COD guy.
I played a lot of Mario as well. Like
Mario?
Those days were like good days.
Those were some good days.
Super Mario Bros. Wii Sports Resort.
Wii Sport. Oh, I was a big Wii Sports guy.
Yeah. Did you play the resort version? It's like we're on the island with the volcano.
No, I didn't play that one. I just did regular sports.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, which one is the volcano?
It's like Wii Sports Resort.
Also, wait, I see wedding in the top right.
Okay, so like my my Gmail account is like shared by so many people. I don't know why.
Oh, actually?
So like my mom is probably making this one.
Oh,
she might have made that years ago.
Is this your personal Gmail account?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I see.
Why they're still on here, but then my sister. This is all my sister's stuff for Sweet 16.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's just kind of been like this since we were young, and just like everyone's still on it. This is Wii Sport Resort. Oh. What I like about this is that like you can play all the games, but like they're all like in different locations on this island.
Okay.
And you can explore the island too.
Oh,
that's what made this game so fun.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can like.
So it's like an open world.
Yeah.
Type. Okay.
Kind of. You can't really walk around it, but you could find a helicopter around it. But it's cool because like the basketball's played over there, and there's like a different activity over here. So it's like all together on this island.
That is pretty cool. Damn, I don't think I've heard of this one.
I
just did the one where like you were bowling.
Yeah.
Playing baseball.
Yeah, they had all the sports and everything. Yeah, like.
Damn, that is pretty sick.
You probably play like the normal Wii Sports, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I was always a big Mario Kart guy.
Yeah, Wii Sports. This was fun, especially with your friends come over.
Yeah, the tennis one was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, the fencing was fun.
Is that queso?
Where? Queso? What's queso? Like the cheese?
No, never mind.
Okay.
It's too online for you. It's too.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, dude.
But still, I don't. I just like there's so many memories you like forget from childhood. Yeah. You just don't like when someone brings it up. You're like, oh my god, there's no way I like haven't thought about that in
It
years.
scares me a little bit, man. Like, time is so interesting.
Genuinely, I don't know. Like sometimes I wonder, like, how did I even get here? Like, what have I even done in like the last I'm like, wow, I'm 19 years old. What have I been doing for like the last 10 years of my life?
Yes, it's 9.
It's just
It's
crazy.
a lot of time.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't become conscious until I was like 6.
That's interesting. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that where they reflect on their youth and they just felt like they weren't conscious.
Like,
because I feel like I've always been conscious.
like, what's like your earliest memory? Do you know?
The earliest I can think of is like when my sister was like born, I think.
Really? How old were you?
I was like 4.
Dang. I mean, like, I have like bits and pieces, but I always feel like I always have felt like I have a bad memory.
Interesting.
Like, people will like talk about it, like something that happened like a year ago in like explicit detail, and I'll be like, dude, I remember like bits and pieces, but like there's no way I can like say it all like so thoroughly in the way that someone else does. I don't know.
It's just an emotion, really.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's hard to describe it. But I feel like my memories from when I was younger, I feel like I was always very observant and like curious.
Really? Okay.
Like, I just remember like looking around and shit and just wondering about shit. You know, like wondering how shit works. So.
That's good. I mean, I feel I want to say that I was doing that, but I just don't think I like formed like long-term memories like from actually doing that stuff.
Well,
I don't know. I think, yeah, with me too, like a lot of memories are like tied with emotion, but there's just so many that are just like random. Like, why do I even remember this? Like, this is like happening. But it's just like something like completely random, like unrelated to anything else. And I won't remember like important stuff, like birthdays or like anything like that. I'll just remember like the one time I was like at the zoo and I like stared at like a camel, or sorry, like a tiger or something.
Yeah.
It was just like completely random. But
yeah.
I don't know.
I think life is so beautiful. And death does scare me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm very scared of like losing like memory, especially when you hear about like these people with, like Alzheimer's disease.
That scares me.
Or like stuff like that, where it, like affects like your memory centers.
You are just your memories, man.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. It's like there's like some cases of people where they don't. It's like a really interesting like condition where they have long-term memories, but they don't form short-term memories like at all. So like they'll like if you like ask them what their name is, like they'll know it and stuff like that. But
what was that guy's name? There was like that guy they studied, right? It starts with the H.
Maybe this is the guy I'm talking about.
I think there's a very famous case about this.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
I'm sure if I search up the most studied case in most studied patient in neurodegenerative diseases. I think his name was just H. Wait. Henry. Yeah,
Lacey.
Henry. He's the one with HM.
Oh,
yeah,
HM.
Yeah.
I know this.
HM.
Yeah.
So I
So
wonder
we
if
read about
this
this
is
in
what
Psych
you're talking
111,
about.
actually.
Yeah, I read a book about this guy.
You read a book? Oh,
Or
sorry.
it was not about it, but he was mentioned in this book. So
Oh,
in
cool.
1953, surgeons removed part of his brain to treat severe epilepsy.
Yeah.
The surgery removed large portions of the medial temporal lobe, including the hippocampus. After surgery, he could no longer form Okay, this is a little bit different. So he couldn't form new long-term memories. So like, he could probably communicate with you now. Short-term and long-term are fine, but like he couldn't like remember something like anytime from that moment onward.
That is just crazy. Dude.
Yeah, you're probably thinking of somebody else though.
It might have been.
But there were so many interesting things about this case. Maybe you remember, but like, he could still learn motor skills, but he couldn't remember like things like, let's say like, on March 10th he was like they did this surgery. Like anything from now onward, like when you talk to him, it feels normal because he remembers everything from March 10th and before. Yeah. And even in short term, he could remember like things like if we're having a conversation like this, he could probably talk the whole time. Yeah. But if I told you like, remember like this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then tomorrow I ask you, you like completely forgot that I even told that to you. That is because that is crazy. I think that's a hippocampus job where it stores your short term memory into long term. Yeah, memory. It like converts it into long term. Yeah, which is so cool. Yeah, your brain does all this shit. But surprisingly, he could learn motor skills. Like he could learn. Oh, because that's like a different part. Because there's like like the premotor cortex and stuff. I just learned about this stuff in my human animal physiology class. Like he can learn like how to ride a bike or whatever, but he couldn't learn like new topic intellectual things. Oh really? Oh, that require like actual like thinking. Yeah, it's just crazy like how the brain works. This guy is like. I mean, this is what got me so interested in neuroscience. Like, I'm very interested in neuroscience. Oh, you really? Okay, cool. Yeah. Like, I used to read about. Like, I feel like how can you not be? It's so cool. Like, it's just like, it's so related to yourself as well too. It's like it's just studying like you. It's related to CS a lot. I feel like. Too. Oh, is it really? In a way, not directly. I mean, maybe if you think of neural networks, then yes. Okay. But I think the way it relates to CS is like, I mean, CS you're kind of building a machine that like does a bunch of different things, like different things connected that are like one thing's doing this, one thing's doing that, and they kind of all processes these inputs and makes outputs or whatever. But
Yeah.
like that's kind of what your brain kind of does. Like there's all these different things happening at once, and you have all these neurons that are all firing. And I don't know. I feel like the brain is something that's people use a lot when they're also thinking about designing like computer science kind of things.
that's
Like
true.
neural networks, like artificial intelligence, was inspired a lot by the brain. You know, brain's neural networks. So
That is, I mean, yeah. Whenever I hear about like how like something like ChatGPT works, or like these like artificial intelligences, it's just like
remarkable.
it is just insane.
Who
But
came up with this shit?
I don't know. But isn't it that all of them are classified as like LLMs?
Yes.
So they're not actual like intelligence.
So it depends how you define intelligence. So what do you
Okay.
think? I'm curious.
See,
What do you think intelligence
for
is?
me, I genuinely feel like there has to be a conscious aspect to it, but I don't know how you would like quantify like consciousness in a machine, because like you wouldn't call a calculator smart, and yet it can do things like, except like it can do like way more like math way quicker than like a human could.
Yeah.
So it's not like how well it does like a certain task, but I feel like it's like it's so hard to like understand, because you have to get into the weeds of like what is like making a decision, because like if a computer makes a decision to like do this, it's only based on like all the previous inputs to like a certain output, right? But then once you start thinking like that, you can start thinking about like humans, like, oh, isn't a human making a decision just all of the previous inputs going into one thing and then like making an output? Like, how are we any different from computers? And like I don't know really like where the line like starts. Like I feel like it's a really blurry line between that. But I don't know. What do you think about it? Because like I'm kind of curious, because it's hard for me to like wrap my mind around it. Because it's like, when people are like, oh, will we ever get to like true artificial intelligence? It's like,
What does that even mean?
what at what point does it become true? You know?
It's like so arbitrary.
Who even knows? Yeah.
Yeah, that keeps me up at night sometimes. I think about that a lot, because I think there's there's one problem that we don't know what consciousness is. So it's hard to say, is it LLM like it sounds kind of retarded. Is it LLM conscious? Like most people these days would say probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But again, like,
but we don't really know what human consciousness is either.
I saw this. So there's this guy on YouTube. His name is Alex O'Connor.
Yeah,
He's
I know
like
Alex O'Connor.
Do you know Alex O'Connor?
I don't watch too much of his stuff, but like,
dude,
cool.
I watch all of his stuff.
That's cool.
And so
he's a philosophy.
He's a philosopher, yeah, and he does stuff just like this too.
I like the kind of topics he talks about. Though.
Yeah, so he had a conversation with Rhett from Good Mythical Morning.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know Good Mythical Morning?
No.
Search it up right now. That is like low-key my childhood right there.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's like a huge like YouTube channel.
Wow.
They have like 40.
Sorry, I was watching Jake Paul.
Oh, this guy's watching the Jake Paulers, bro. Were you a low gang? So you weren't low gang?
I was Jake Paul.
You were Jake Paul. I see.
What were they called?
The
I forgot.
was there a name? I thought it was just a Jake Pauler.
The Jake Paulers, yeah,
The Jake Paulers.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, this is the bearded guy on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex O'Connor like had a conversation with him.
Oh, sick.
And it was really, really interesting. But one of the topics they brought up was like about human consciousness, and it was saying like, what if there's like and it's kind of out there, but like once you start thinking about it, you're like, oh, maybe this could be true. They're like thinking, what if there's like a baseline level of consciousness like throughout the whole universe? So it's like, oh,
I like that idea.
like we have like a brain, and we have like fingers and eyes and arms. Like we have all these things that can like give us sensory inputs, but it's like, and this example, I'm stealing his example too because I think it's such a good example.
So, yeah.
Imagine right now like a triangle in your head. Where is that triangle? Does it exist? Like if I cut your head open right now, and I like look inside of it, I'll never find that triangle. And yet it's still there somewhere. And so what they were saying is basically that like consciousness is like something that can never be like, it's not material at all. And because of that, it's like it doesn't have to follow like the same like rules that like material things do. So they were saying like things like rocks or like plants, they could have like a baseline level of consciousness, but they just don't have like the like capabilities to like express that basically. So like an animal is like less conscious than like a human is, right?
The number of sensory inputs and outputs, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe it's just because they have like less sensory inputs and outputs. Like bacteria, that it's definitely like more close to like us than like a rock is, but like it doesn't have a brain. So it's like maybe it just doesn't have like the same like a brain to be able to like express that sort of consciousness. I don't know. It's really trippy, but just like that thing with like the triangle is just like, where does that triangle exist? Like it's not in space. Like it's immaterial. Like it's not. You can never find that triangle anywhere. But like when you like close your eyes and imagine a triangle, it's there. It's like where is that triangle? And I guess in the same sense, like where are you? because you aren't your brain. Like you might think you're your brain, but like you're in a way you're separate from it. I don't know. I just like this is the kind of stuff like I'm thinking about.
Yes.
Also like
I like the theory that like things can have consciousness.
yeah. I think it's a little out there.
I can see it happening.
Yeah.
But I think the place where most people draw the line is that like anything with the brain is consciousness.
Yeah,
like
that's
consciousness
true.
is kind of created in the brain, but we still don't know why or how yet.
Yeah.
But it's
like,
a good theory.
Yeah. But it's just like crazy thing that like something immaterial can arise from material parts. Because like the brain and like all the neurons, like all the connections are material things.
Yes.
But then how does all of that arise into something that's you? Like that's immaterial. That is like you can't cut me open and find me.
Maybe I can.
Hey, you want to try it?
Maybe.
I don't know. But yeah, it's trippy stuff. And then like when you connect it to like computers and like all of that too, it's like where do you even begin to like?
Mm-hmm. There's a whole realm of like study behind that. It's called like BCI.
BCI, really?
Brain computer interface.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff. It's like, something I'm interested in as well.
Is it like mapping like a brain onto a computer?
Kind of. There's like a whole realm of like things that apply there. I think a great example is Neuralink.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like a brain chip where
okay.
they're able to have a person control his computer with his mind fully.
Wow.
So that's been done. It's been done with multiple patients now. And
That's
the way
crazy.
it does it is that they can basically, the chip is able to figure out what neurons in your brain are firing.
Okay.
So we've kind of mapped out the brain like, on this blueprint, and we figure out if these neurons fire, the chip sends this Bluetooth signal to this device. That's like the dumb way of doing it.
Okay.
So then there's some training period where like initially when the person first got the chip, he had to try to like think of like he had to move his hand up for the mouse to go up because then the part of your brain where like your hand is going up.
Yeah, it like activates.
The motor part of your brain, it fires that, triggers that, and makes the mouse go up, right? At
that
a very dumb level, right?
But that's so cool.
Eventually, over time, it kind of your brain kind of gets used to that firing, and then all you have to do is think about his hand moving up and the mouse would move up.
Oh, the same thing happens.
But then over time, all you have to do is think of the mouse going up and the mouse can go up. So like there's this training period where your brain kind of gets used to it, and now like he can do all of his keys, his whole keyboard with his brain.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and this has been done in multiple patients. Now, it was built by Elon Musk, actually.
Really?
So,
wow.
Like, it's fascinating stuff. And that's a realm of stuff that I'm also very interested in.
Yeah, I mean, that is just so cool.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Dang. But I want to see, the only problem is, like, what if the computer starts sending signals back to your brain?
Yeah, you got to be very careful. Like, building these things, like, there's always a security risk. You have to just be very careful with how they're built. But I think most of them are built by some pretty smart people.
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
I mean, it eventually going to keep happening whether we like it or not, so let's hope to do the best we can.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know. These things scare you a little bit, but also excite you a little bit. So
yeah, for sure.
But,
damn.
Yeah, we'll see what the future has for us, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Anyways, we got kind of deep there at the end. But,
That's true.
Yeah, bro. Anything else that we missed that you wanted to talk about today?
Anything else? Shows, movies, TV shows?
I don't watch too many movies.
Oh, no shows or movies?
I used to when I was younger. You ever watch Impractical Jokers? I was gonna ask you that. Actually.
I see clips all the time.
Okay.
But I never like sat down and like watched
when I was younger, I used to watch it. That was good. But when I was younger, I used to watch more TV and movies. Ever since boarding school. So ever since my sophomore year of high school, I've really just not watched TV.
Really?
And movies I watch occasionally if I'm with friends or like with somebody.
Okay.
That's the only reason I'd like watch a movie, honestly. But
I see. I don't know. For me, like, low-key shows and movies are like what I do in my free time.
That's cool. Yeah,
like,
they're really cool.
Yeah. Cause I like a lot of like, you know, I mean, you probably heard of them, like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Game of Thrones, Attack on Titan.
Classic.
I don't know. I just like the themes and like the characters are just like so memorable from all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I could live without like movies and TV shows. To be honest, like it's just such a big part of my life at this point that like.
One thing that scares me when I watch TV, it's just by itself so retarded to some people. But like,
no, it's fine.
Like something that makes me feel emotionally is like. It's so easy to create like this whole fake world of emotions that like you get so connected to these characters, right? And
I think
and that kind of scares me because it's almost like, you know, your life, you give it so much meaning, right? That you look back at your past and your future and like your life is so important to you as a person, but in a way it can also just be meaningless. Like it can just be so easily fabricated and replicated that sometimes it scares me about like the meaning of life in the universe. I think about it sometimes and I'm like, it's so easy to just like what are emotions at the end of the day?
Yeah, and the other crazy thing is like when you have those sort of like existential crises, it's so much worse at night.
Yeah,
it is so much worse. And it's just funny to think about like how like you're so affected by like whether you're hungry that day or like whether you're sleepy, and if it's like night or day outside, and like the thoughts, like the effect that those sort of like circumstances can have on your own thoughts is like insane to think about, which just adds to like the whole trippiness of it as well. But like if I'm like thinking about this stuff like in the day, it's like it doesn't seem like as much of a big deal. Like it's like, like, oh, I'm doing this stuff. But when it's like late at night and I'm doing it, it's just so much worse.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from it. I usually never get like think about these days that much, but if I could have one ask for like what the afterlife is like, I kind of just want to live this life over and over again forever. And that for me would be pretty cool.
Dang. Like an infinite loop?
Infinite loop with this.
But the same thing happening each time or like different things?
Yeah, I think, but like you forget and you live it again.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I mean,
that's a theory people have. Like you like live your life over.
I think people have theories for like every single possible thing ever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows, man?
I feel like you won't know until you know, and if there's nothing, then you won't know. So,
yeah.
I mean, people say it all the time. It's like, if you're scared of death, it's just like what it was like before you were born.
Yeah.
So, nothing to be afraid of, I guess. But,
crazy.
Still, yeah. I mean, back to your point about the TVs and movie shows thing, like sometimes, like, especially if it's like a show I'm like really, really passionate about, I'll just sit down and be like, wow, none of this is real.
Yeah.
And like,
human
and part
creativity.
a part of it almost like, I don't know if it's like a bad thing, but like almost makes me embarrassed that like I'm so invested in something that like isn't real.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like it has no bearing on my life, and yet like it's just like it's kind of crazy like the effect that like acting and like seeing something, even like reading a book too. Like everything you've read in like a fiction book has never happened.
Yeah. And
it's like when you're doing it, it just you kind of don't want it to like be like that. Like you wish it was real, but at the end of the day, it's like, wow, like none of this applies to my life.
I know.
Like actually, I mean, I think you can definitely take like themes from stories.
Yeah, I really like books and movies because I think there's like it helps you learn a lot more about day-to-day life. I feel like it can open your eyes a lot of ways to like see how people live their lives, see different perspectives on things. And from movies and like books I've read, I've like learned a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, one thing about TV shows I don't like is that they're so long that you like every time I watch a TV show I get so invested, and I think I'm so invested in someone's life that's not my life, and then I stop putting as much time in my own life.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think movies and books I really appreciate that
because you can just like get it done.
Yeah, it's like
learn the things. Yeah,
and usually you can take away a lot of things from them that impact your life. So.
That's true.
Yeah, TV shows I'm scared to go back to TV. I used to watch so much when I was younger.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
especially during COVID, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's during COVID. Like I was just watching and binging shows all day, every day. Like it would be school, and then like after that, I would just like do that.
Yeah. Basically,
which I don't know. I mean, I had a pretty like unhealthy relationship with like a lot of like shows I've watched. Like I think I finished Game of Thrones, which if you didn't know, Game of Thrones is like 10 episodes per season. I think it's 8 seasons, and it's like an hour per episode. The last 2 seasons are like shorter, so it's like total of like I think 70 hours or like 80 hours of content. I finished that and it was like a random summer like after my junior year. Like I was doing like nothing that summer because like I like volunteered a little bit, but like it was like over. So I had like 2 weeks or like 3 weeks where I just did nothing except watch Game of Thrones every day, and it was so bad. Yeah. I was like bed rotting. It was terrible.
I can't go back to those days.
Bro. Yeah, and like after that happened, I was like, wow, like I was thinking like, wow, like this show is not real. Like, like what did I just do? But I don't know. I mean, I think if you get enjoyment out of it, it's great. And like, I think getting invested in a different world, it's a bit of like, definitely a form of like escapism for sure.
Yeah.
It's not like my life is like anything to like escape from, but it's just like cool to get like invest. It's like cool to like be immersed.
It's cool to enter someone else's world.
Yeah.
It kind of opens your eyes a little bit.
Yeah.
You get so locked into your own rhythm.
That's true. Because especially I like more like kind of like out there concepts. Or not out there, but like very like, separate things. I don't really like as much like modern day stuff. So that's why I like Game of Thrones, which is like set like medieval times. Yeah. Like Star Wars, like something like that. I mean, 1,000 light years away or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I think I definitely have to like just be careful of that. I haven't been watching as many shows recently. Just because of time. Yeah. But still, like movies for sure.
Movies are great.
I need to read more books.
Books are fun.
I need to read more books.
I only like to read over breaks because I'm so busy over here.
Really? But, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's true. And then like when I get to a break, I just like, I mean, I spend time with family as well, but like I just forget to like do like get on top of stuff like that as well. I'm just like chilling so hard because I'm like stressed out for like 2-3 months, and then that break, I just do nothing but just like lay there and just chill as much as I can, just because I know it's all gonna start again.
Yeah, it's good to have time off. Definitely.
But I don't know. I think I just need to read more, to be honest.
Reading's fun.
You read a lot of nonfiction or fiction?
A mix. I used to read a lot more nonfiction back in the day, but I've shifted to fiction now.
Really?
I
What do you
appreciate
like?
works of fiction because they help you, like, you know, even though they're not real, I feel like I can take a lot from them about, like, how I want to live my life.
Okay, that's cool.
But I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo right now.
Ooh, isn't that it's like a classic, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
1800s.
I think they forced us to read that back in high school.
Oh, really? It's long.
It is no, not the whole thing, but I think
Okay.
like a select passage.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
It's I don't even remember.
It's like 1,000 pages.
God damn.
I'm like 400 to 300 pages in.
Really?
So.
I think I might try and read Dune, to be honest, but people tell me like not to.
Which one is that?
Dune? You don't know?
I know Dune. I know
You know
Dune.
Dune. The one with Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
But it's like by Frank Herbert. It's like an older book.
Yeah.
But basically like it's like main message is like the danger of like idols and like religious figures like messiahs.
That's
and
such a
stuff.
cool topic to read.
Dude, it is fat. Like I think that is like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And on top of all that, it's set in like intergalactic society. So there's like, but it's like super political and stuff like that too.
Like, we know humans are tribal, but just seeing it at this scale,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
know.
insane to think about how we like we'll just like believe in a whole set of like things.
I know,
just because
right?
someone said something. We need to belong to something so badly.
Yeah.
And we'll come up with all these different, like, if aliens came and like saw like these Michigan versus Ohio State games, it make zero sense. To
Yeah,
them.
it would be so
Like,
stupid.
a bunch of
to them.
people like drinking in the crowds, like putting like a flag up
Yeah.
of like this logo, this color, but like to us, it's like our whole identity of who you
I know.
are as a person.
I always think about like mob mentality and like how easy it is to fall into that.
Yes.
Because like from the outside perspective, it looks so stupid, but when you're in it,
It
and
gets so
everyone
fired
else,
up.
everyone else
Like
is
politics,
doing it too.
bro.
Yeah, and like also people don't like being told that like at the end of the day like it doesn't relate to them at all.
It doesn't matter.
Like what I was saying about was like with like, so are you a big football guy or no?
No.
I am, but like sometimes I'll be like, wow, these multimillionaires don't even know that I like support this team. Like my support does nothing for this team.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not part of this team. Like they don't even know that I'm here. Like I just watch the games, but it's like it's kind of insane like how many people tie their identity to something that they don't even like have an effect on at all. And I don't think it's like I do it too. I don't think it's like a bad thing to do
This
it.
is who we are as humans, man.
Yeah, but like when you point that out, people like get mad, kind of, or people are kind of
'cause
like,
it is part of their identity a little bit.
yeah, because I think it's just like upset. It's a little bit upsetting to hear like when you're kind of confronted with that reality. But at the end of the day, like it is something that like I think about. It's like wow, like I have absolutely no bearing on like how the Detroit Lions do like on like this Sunday. You know,
Yeah,
like
right.
no one even cares. Like it doesn't even matter to me at all. It's like why do I tie my identity to it? But I don't know. I mean. At the same time, when people are saying, you know, go the Lions, I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. You know, I'm fired up. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what? I don't know. But
Yeah.
same thing for you, Mish, too.
Yeah.
But I guess you can feel a little bit more just because you're also like
You go to the school.
you go to school.
Yeah.
But even then, like, you're not the one playing the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something to think about.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, this was a great podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Still
facts.
nervous?
What? Oh no, I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
that's
worry.
fine.
I can yap if needed, bro.
I know you can. I think this is great. But yeah, I'm getting tired.
Yeah, same.
We'll get
Dude,
to
I've been talking so much today,
Yeah.
low key, but great talk.
Yeah, bro. It's good to catch up. It's
Yes,
good,
sir.
good to get to talk. And good luck with everything this semester.
Appreciate it, bro. You
You want to
too.
do great things. I know you have a tough schedule, but
We'll get
finish
through
the year
it.
strong.
We'll
Get
get
some
through it.
Spikeball.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man. I'm excited to see you do well with your pre-med and everything.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too, bro.
Peace.
Especially with the startup.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.